Yeah, you see. But like what we not doing, I can tell you right now, what we not doing is stressing ourselves out. About a look. Nah, it is what it is. Either, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Mm, mm. I said, let me tell you something. Either you look good or you don't. You see, like, yeah, that's just the bottom line with it, Miss Preston Curl. You see, that's just the bottom line. Mm, mm. Somebody get in here and type a bottom line. You see in my comments. Yes, I'm gonna need y'all to just get in here and do that. Let me see, because I can't write up what I needed to do today. Not to mention, like, certain stuff be on my nerves. Like, mm, that's neither here nor there. Hey, poop stars. I cannot believe I had all weekend long to get my eyebrows done. And guess who didn't? Yeah, guess who didn't? But, to my defense, though, I had a busy weekend and I had other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Mm, Stuff that just was way more important than that. I just gotta keep it real. Um, yeah, let me see. Yeah. So yeah, child, it is what it is. But I'm here, you see. I said I'm here, ready to put my hours in. Yeah, I said let me go and get on the clock. Yeah, it's a different type of clock. This a different type of hustle. This a different type of grind with it. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I be having to tell myself, do you want it? Mm-hmm. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Either you do or you don't, Miss Person Girl. You see, the Lord knows, Miss Person Girl want that streaming bag, the internet bag. So it just is what it is. Now, mm, everybody, see, everybody in the club can boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey, child. Anyway, hey, good morning, Amir. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. Um, Hi, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Are you excited that it's Monday too? Like me? Baby, I love a good Monday. It is what it is. Like I'm ready, Hello, hello, hello. Hey, I know that's right. People in the internet streets. That's what we call it over here. We call it internet streets. You see? Yeah, it just is what it is. We in the internet streets. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We in the internet streets. And we talking about the news going on in them. Okay? And let me tell y'all something. The bottom line is, mm, the bottom line is, y'all, Clarissa Shields. you see how T-Pain just recently called out Drake. He recently called Drake out, right? And was telling Drake that, like, Drake, you are becoming the exact same person, right? That you were saying you didn't want to be. You were saying, like, before you get dragged off the stage, you know what I'm saying? Just dragged off the stage. You said you wanted to bow out gracefully, right? That's what T-Pain told Drake. I said, ooh, Lord, T-Pain. Let him cook. I said, what made T-Pain wake up out his sleep and just cook like that? I don't know what made him cook drink like that. But anyway, yeah, he dropped that dun-dun-dun on the internet. Like this, what I'm about to tell Clarissa reminds me of that, you know? Because y'all know just weeks ago, um, Clarissa Shields was calling Remy Ma out. Remember? Y'all remember? Y'all remember? Yeah. When she did that interview, she was saying that, like, females are emotional. And, you know what I'm saying? She was basically calling Remy Ma emotional. And, you know, almost like other women are emotional, but, like, not me. Like, that's where my body draws the line, right? That's what Clarissa Shields was kind of like saying or trying to come off as, or like, really? Did you go through my YouTube shorts? Good Yuki? Yugu. Zuko. Go through my Zuko. Why are you flooding my go through my YouTube shorts? I got some YouTube shorts that's all of that. They all of that. So shout out to that. But anyway, like I was saying, um, she was calling Remy Ma emotional, right? Kind of like saying, like I said, she came off like, um, women are emotional, and like, yeah, for some reason I didn't get that. I didn't get them same emotions. And it's like, girl, please, yes, you did. Yes, you did, okay? Because like what you did yesterday, yeah, Clarissa. Let's talk about it. What you did yesterday was emotional, sister girl. Okay. It just is what it is, Miss Person girl. It sure was. It was emotional. And now guess what? Guess what? We're gonna talk about it. Yeah. Shout out to them. I said me and my audience. We just gonna talk about it today. I mean, it is what it is. Like, listen, you put yourself out there, you out there, we're gonna talk about you. Okay? So shout out to that. Now, oh yes, because Miss Pressica came off emotional yesterday. Let me tell y'all. So Remy, I eat. First of all, I don't have all the information I need, and I hate when I do that. It just is what it is. Oh yes, Miss Pressica hates when I'm not prepared. You see, yeah, like a tax document. I like to be prepared. But hold on, because if y'all know. Yeah, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me see something right quick. Can y'all see that? Y'all really can't see that, huh? That's good. That's good. That's good, Miss Preston Curl. No, for real. Just like for copyright purposes, I don't have time, you see? But let me look at my laptop real quick. Oh, the battery is low. Okay. I'm not going to be on here that long. I just want to get this boxer's name. Because, oh, he lost. He lost. He had to eat tomato sauce. So, hold on, y'all. We get into the story. For those of you who don't know, though, Remy Ma, she walked a boxer out, right? She walks this boxer out. And the boxer, I'm trying to Google his name right now. Um, like I know I love sports, love sports. I like boxing too. I sure do. I like boxing. Um, so anyway, Remy Ma walks this boxer around, which I can't think of his name, but I will say like he was the fan favorite. He was the one. Hold on, let me see. Uh, Hold on. He was the one that people thought was gonna win. Like they were rooting for him. Okay, so like he was a fan favorite, and so okay, that's his name, Edgar, which I have saw before. Edgar Berlanga. That's his name, Berlanga. Okay, so shout out to that. I need to put my stuff on the charger. I wasn't aware of that. I guess I should have been aware of that because, shoot, like, yeah, I guess I just should have been. So anyway, let me charge up my laptop real quick, y'all. Y'all know what it is, my handy there, because I'm going to need it. It is what it is. I'm not going to catch that, but I possibly going to need it for work. So anyway, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this laptop charged up, okay? Y'all hang in there like Young Dolph said. I need y'all to hold up, okay? Because, listen, we talking that talk today. This is what it is. Y'all hold on. Stay put. I remember when I used to buy... I remember when I used to buy WD-40 for my doors, like my squeaking doors. I don't do that no more. I don't know what made me quit doing that. I guess I just stopped caring. But anyway, I told y'all that before, though. Like, the older you get... Shout out to getting older, y'all. Shout out to getting older. It's a blessing. The older you get, the less you care about. So shout out to that. But anyway, like I was telling y'all. So Remy, right? Remy walks out Berlanga. Okay? I just Googled his name. Edgar. That's his name. Edgar Berlanga. And let me tell you something. Edgar was very like pop. He was popping it. It just is what it is, baby. He was popping it, right? He had told the breakfast. That's not funny. That's not funny, but you know what it is. You know how they do. They you know, they sell their fights, but not only do they sell their fights, you know, they have a lot of faith in themselves, you know, which as a boxer, that's good. You know, whatever. You should have that, okay? So he telling the Breakfast Club that like the other man is weak. He from the UK and this and this and that, right? Child, Edgar done got his ass out there. I mean, it just is what it is. He got out there, got dropped, okay? So, here Clarissa Shields come, though, being a messy, you know? Talking about some, talking about some, should nobody else walk out to lean back, right? That's what she said. She was being messy. Because y'all know, like I said, Remy Ma walks the man out. Remy Ma and Fat Joe. Okay, they walked the man out. Which I saw Fat Joe had, you know, made a post like after the fight, right? Yeah, Fat Joe said something to the man on Instagram. You know, so I'm like, okay, I think they like really close, you know, I would say. You know, because it was if it was just a money thing and, you know, Joe probably would have just, you know what I'm saying, got with him behind the scenes or not even got with him at all, you know? But no, y'all, it was cute. It was really cute. Joe actually reached out to this man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I think they really friends or something like that. But anyway, so Berlanga, Edgar, the boxer, right? He comes out there with Remy Ma and Fat Joe. And they, you know, he came out there to lean back. So Clarissa gonna get, and this is Saturday night. Remind y'all, boxing is usually gonna be on a Saturday night. Now sometimes they fight on Fridays, but usually it's Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So this is Saturday night, and then so Sunday, Clarissa jumps online and tweeted, um, that nobody should come out to lean back again. Nobody should. Listen. I don't think nobody should be walking out to lean back no more. And it's like Clarissa, girl. If you don't sit your ass down, like it just is what it is. Like Clarissa, girl, listen. Let me say something. I see why. Let me just say this. I see why people don't fool with you like that, Clarissa. You be doing too much. You see, it is what it is. Yes, ma'am, Miss Person Girl. You do too much. Like, what would... Okay. First, I tried to, like, put myself in her shoes. And I'm like, okay, what would make Miss Person Girl, you know, get online with this, do this, feel this way, you know? And I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm like, okay, so maybe, just maybe, you know, maybe she feels like, okay, here I am minding my business, you know, and then here Remy come, you know what I'm saying? Almost like she picking. Here she come, you know, in my world, which we're gonna say the boxing world, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, but no, Clarissa can't even really look at it like that because I feel like Remy Ma probably been walking people out, you know, been going to boxing matches. It's just like, no, Miss Person Curl, like you just flat out tripping with this woman, you know what I'm saying? Over her husband. It's like, girl, listen, you see, I'm old school, baby. I'm not a part of Generation Moran. I don't, you know, like, I don't necessarily think like Generation Moran. Although I do feel like Generation Moran has a lot of good ideas, you know, but at the same time, like, everything they be thinking, like, ain't it, you know? And in this situation in particular, I was like, girl, go sit down. You see, you ain't, girl, you is just somebody that this man is dating. Okay? These folks is husband and wife, like, ugh, you know? She just got on my nerves with that tweet yesterday. It just is what it is. I said, oh, yes, Miss Pastor Curry, you is messy. You see? Yeah, you just, like, it's just the bottom line. There ain't no way around it. Like, like the song saying, ain't no way around it. Ain't no way around it. Baby, ain't it, you see? Like, now, Clarissa Shields is messy. Okay, she Clarissa, you coming out messy. Okay, that's what you giving on this out here internet. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Just like Remy Ma said though. Just like Remy Ma said, she told Papoose, listen, Pompoose, get your Rock Wilder. You see, yeah, this is what it is. She told Peaches to get the Rock Wilder way back when. Mm, mm. The last time she went off on Papoose, she said, listen, if you can't control your Rock Wilder, you're gonna have to worry about the dog catching your ass. You see? Yeah, that's what she she did. That's what Remy Ma was telling Papoose, you know, and he just it's and so like Clarissa said, he can't control me. He can't control me, bitch. And so clearly this lady is picking. And I'm like, Clarissa, gone. I'm like, what are you really finna do? Like, what are you really finna do? Child, what do Miss Preston Curl think she gonna really do? Girl, gone on. You know, like I really want Clarissa to go on. You know, if you as happy as you say you are, you know, goddamn, if you happy and you know it, clap your damn hands. You see? I mean, it just is what it is. Because I started thinking, like I said, I gotta go back to when I was saying she was calling Remy Ma emotional and saying that women are, and you know, we get that all the time. But come to find out, Clarissa, you are too. You see, it just is what it is. Like, girl, you part of everybody else. You, you see, like she was just talking like she different. Yeah, like 2 Chainz said, girl, you thought you was different. Obviously, you see, it's clear, it's evident, and like you're not. Yeah, you see, you're not. You're just as emotional as you accused everyone else of being, child. Because here you are, all online, hating, talking about, sure nobody come out to that song no more. It's just like, girl, give it up. Like, you allegedly got the man, right? You allegedly got the man. Now, can you skip your ass on off and run into the sunset with them, child? With them big ass arms. Yes, child. Will you take them big ass arms and legs and go ahead and be happy if you know it? Mm, mm. You see, like it's giving. It's giving. It's you know. I'm smart enough to know, for real, that it's giving. It's things going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like we always know. It just is what it is. I'm sure Remy Ma going back and forth. Remy Ma and Papoose. I'm sure they going back and forth. Yeah, like a tennis match. You see? Yeah. Um, I'm sure. And then, you know, you got the person in the back. You know what I'm saying? You always got the girls in the back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Gunna said. Cause like this you know, thank God I never been in that situation. I ain't never really been in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would just think, you know, you would for me. You know what I'm saying? For me, you would think that like a woman would kind of know how to mind her business. You know what I'm saying? But now they be kind of trying to like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have a little input or not or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Clarissa, you supposed to be rich. You see, yeah, you talk that. You talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like you so rich, girl. If you so goddamn rich, I wish you just let these people get a divorce in peace, you know. I mean, it is what it is. They can't stand each other. They gonna be at each other head. Like, yeah, like two dogs that would tear each other heads off, you see, but it's just a fence in the middle. It's just a fence in the damn middle. Like, yeah, that's how Remy Ma and Papoose gonna be doing for a long time. You see, just it's just gonna be for a long time. Okay. So now you got to see what the hell you like, where you fit in. I remember when I was younger, there was this old school saying, you gotta get in where you fit in. Where you fit in? You see, Clarissa, where do you fit in? Like, do you fit in? Like, that's the thing. People be thinking they want something, but like, do you really? You know? Um, because again, Papoose and Remy Ma are going through something. And this is the thing. Um, I didn't tell my audience before. Okay, I didn't tell my audience before that, and I don't know how true it is, but I read somewhere that like, when you with somebody, let's say you was with somebody for 8 years. I read somewhere that like it down there takes that amount of time to get over someone. You know what I'm saying? And now people do different things. You know what I'm saying? While they getting over somebody. Some people just know how to go about their day and you'll never hear from them. Other people tend to, be more emotional and they do crazy, crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And yeah, with that being said, like imagine that. But let's just imagine that for a second. You see? Like just a damn second. I need a second to catch my breath on that. So Remy Ma and Papoose been messing around for over 20 something years. I said that to say they got a long damn time to go. You see, it just is what it is. They have a long damn time to be healing and getting over somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that is crazy to me. Like it's so many things that come along with a breakup too. You know, like maybe y'all might have how can I put it? How can I put it? Like your spouse, right? Your spouse can have a favorite drink. You know what I'm saying? And so like you got your own favorite drinks, but that other person got their own favorite drinks, but like you have adapted their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So before I said that to say like before you know it, um like are you still having their favorite drink? You know. Or you like, no, I don't even want to look at that shit. You see, that's part of the past, that's their thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Favorite restaurants, you know, favorite spots that y'all share, places that y'all like to go eat together at. You know what I'm saying? Do you ditch them now? Or do you still go roll up on your favorite plate? Where you know what I'm saying? You gonna walk out with a smile on your face. You know what I'm saying? Do you still go get your food? Your favorite food. Like with your new person too. At that, it's just like a lot. Not to mention they have a child. Oh my God, Miss Pressing Curl. Um, and so for Clarissa, you know, a woman with no kids, there's a little bit of jealousy there, possibly. I would say. Um, Yeah, let's talk about it. Listen, we go from the rooter to the tutor over here. It just is what it is. So shout out to them. Yeah, like then there's a little jealousy there, right? Because you don't necessarily like people without kids. I feel like they don't get it like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I think there's just a small bit of jealousy there. Like I think women without kids be like, I can't wait to have my child. You know what I'm saying? And so that y'all know there go Clarissa. Y'all know Clarissa be talking about I ain't probably finna quit boxing soon and have some kids. Like she jealous. She kind of jealous, you know. It is what it is. A part of her is jealous because see, that's the thing. Like, when people have kids, like that, like you're just forced to take a back seat, if that makes sense. You know, you are, um, like you're just forced to take a back seat. You know, especially when, like, if you're not their spouse like that. You know what I'm saying? So, prime example, let's say, like for instance, just recently, you know what I'm saying? School let out, Remy Ma and Papoose, they linked up. Their daughter had something, right? Clarissa ain't invited to that type of stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a little small hint of jealousy. There's a little small hint of, um, I wish I could go, you know, I wish I knew the daughter like that. You know, I wish, in other words, like I want to be by your side. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I want to be by your side. You know, like to me, that's what relationships be about a lot, you know, like being there for your person. And like, yeah, it kind of hurts a little bit when you can't be there completely. Um, and so, yeah, you know, especially because I'm going to tell you like this, Clarissa probably be wanting to protect Papoose too. Ooh, child, she probably be like, nah, you know, she probably already like him dealing with Remy Ma without her, you know, if that makes sense, because she already know, you know what I'm saying? She already know Remy Ma probably gonna handle Papoose, you know, it is what it is. And then like, oh Lord, don't let them be getting along, you know what I'm saying? Like she rather it be beef than them actually getting along, because don't let them gaze into each other's eyes for too long, or you know, um flirt, or you know, Lord, dare I say it, do the hanky panky behind her back, you know, like this is all the type of stuff that be running through a woman's head while she's in this new space. You know what I'm saying? Again, she don't have no kids. So she got to deal with whatever Papoose be having to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Which is a lot. It is what it is. He going through a divorce, and their little girl is little. Okay? Their little girl is little. So, yeah, I think instead of her just keeping it real with Papoose and like, you know what, Papoose? I like you a lot. I think you're a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I watched how you moved in your last relationship, um, and I just seen a lot of that and I kinda wanted that, you know what I'm saying? And it was all fine and dandy, but I don't know if this gonna work. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot. This is a lot for somebody without some kids. Instead of her just saying that and keeping it real, she rather just thug it out because she want to do so bad, right? And like, yeah, that's a lot to have to deal with, y'all. Cause at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you like this. One thing I know, two things for sure. They got that little old bitty baby, right? Who Papoose love. You know what I'm saying? Love. It just is what it is. He loves his little girl dearly. And with that being said, I mean, at least 2 weekends, you know, um, at least 2 weekends out of the month, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be unaccounted for, you know? He got to be a constant presence in her life. And that's why I said, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about Papoose and Clarissa relationship. It really seemed, y'all, if I'm keeping it all the way real, it really seemed kind of fake. I mean, not fake, but like, I don't know. It just seemed kitty. kid-like, or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, like for instance, I can tell you right now, like for instance, I don't think it really bothers Remy Ma like that. I don't. I don't think it really bothers Remy Ma like that. Now I will say this. Um, they just be having a lot going on. See, like Clarissa was saying that Papoose got a spot. That's what she was saying. She said Papoose has a spot. But I don't know if Remy Ma knew that. Ooh. But I will say this. I will say this. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It seems kid like it doesn't seem that serious like that. Now let them move in together somewhere. Then Remy Ma gonna be somewhere like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like not even saying, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it will be like a punch in her gut, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, because it's like, listen, it's one thing to say I don't care no more. It's another thing to like have to really walk that walk, you know. Um, yeah, I don't care, because it's a difference. Like for instance, in life, like it's certain things that like I said, you're gonna have to walk the walk on. You know, it's one thing to say certain stuff. It's another thing to like deal with it. So for instance, in Remy Ma's situation and in Papoose' situation, right? They're married people, right? Who going through a divorce. So it's certain things that they gonna have to stomach that they not necessarily, they say they ready for, but then they'll really have to do it as another thing. For instance, Remy might be living with another man. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. You know, that's a big you know what I'm saying? You know, that's something to swallow. That's gonna be a hard pill to swallow for Papoose when she really decides to like move somebody in. Same thing with you see. So to me, it's almost like, this is my most humble, honest opinion. It's almost like Papoose is keeping Clarissa at bay. You know what I'm saying? Without saying it. It's not. It's not like. It's not like he don't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Um, and I take it a step further. Hell, to me, it's almost like Remy Ma, right? Remy Ma, forced, almost like forced Papoose to be with Clarissa in a way. Almost, you know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. Because Remy Ma was calling Clarissa Papoose girlfriend. And I don't think Papoose had really gave her that title just yet. One, I don't think he was ready to be that serious with Clarissa just yet. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Remy Ma put that out there, so he was just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He kind of went with it. But honestly, and that's another thing, I don't think Papoose been by himself long enough. He haven't. He ain't been by himself long enough. He probably ain't really dated like that long enough. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to what I was saying though. It's almost like Clarissa is like a stank. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from. Like where I'm from, back in the day, we used to call it a stank. You know what I'm saying? Like and just to sum it up real cute for y'all, a stank is like a side piece. It just is what it is. A stank is like a side piece. You know what I'm saying? A stank is somebody that you dating. Yeah, it just is what it is. A stank is somebody that you dating, right? But they not your man. They not your man. They not your woman. In fact, You could have a man and a man or a woman and a stank. You see, Clarissa is like a stank. It just is what it is. She like Papoose stank, but she don't know that. She think that she his woman. But like one thing about a stank, like man, when you spend time with your stank, you're excited. You know, you're excited. Um, you know, because you're not with him all the time. It is what it is. You're not with him all the time. Um, y'all don't go together for real, but y'all do stuff. You know what I'm saying? That couples will do. It is what it is. You're gonna go out to eat with your stank. You're gonna go on a trip with your stank. You're gonna go. Um, I mean, you know, of course, you're gonna be intimate with the person. You know, but one thing about a stank is just a stank. You see, like y'all are not official. Yeah, like a referee with a whistle. Neither one of y'all have made it official. You see, it's just like I like you, you like me, but like that's it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a woman. You're not trying to be my man. You know what I'm saying? You just, you know, we just enjoy each other's company. Uh, yeah. To me, Clarissa is Papooses stank. You know what I'm saying? Um, they haven't really made it official, you know, and the fact that he's married, to me, he gets to like keep her at bay, you know. And Clarissa, on the other hand, she want the dude so much, to me, you know what I'm saying. She not even really treating Pap like a stank. She treating Pap like that is her man, you know. But try that long distance stuff, I don't necessarily believe in that long distance stuff. Let's keep it real. I don't. Um, and then another thing, let's keep it real. If Papoose has a place, then if you don't have the key to his place, you're his stank. You know what I'm saying? That's like being a stank. That is stank behavior. Because don't know stank need no key to nothing. You see, a stank can't even really get that mad that you don't answer the phone. Um, and vice versa. And vice versa. You know, Clarissa has a home somewhere in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? If Papoose ain't got no house keys to that house in Georgia and he can just walk through that door and I mean, whether Clarissa is in Georgia or in Idaho or in the tub, you see, if he can't just like if he ain't got no keys, if listen, yeah. You see, shout out to that Dwayne said yes, yeah, true, true. Like this, you see this. If Clarissa house key ain't on, come on somebody, come on somebody. Like well, listen, I ain't talking about no spell key either, Clarissa. Don't come with that. I ain't talking about like Pebbles, this is where it is when like nah in the dying emergency. No. I mean if his keys, the ones that he walk around with every day, you see, because Clarissa say Pebbles got a car too. Mm, mm. So listen, as a grown up, it's gonna be a couple of keys, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna really be important to you, okay, that you have every day in your possession, every single day. If his everyday keys, if his everyday keys don't have no key on it to Clarissa house, then no ma'am, Pam, you did like that is your stank. That is not your boyfriend. You see? I mean, truth be told, I think, excuse me, excuse me, I think, excuse me, I think that, Remy Ma had been doing her thing. You know, Remy Ma had been doing her thing. And I think that she was so quick to like, oh yeah, you got a woman. You got a woman. You got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So now I've been having a now I don't gotta hear about you talk about this dude that I've been messing with. And you calling him my boyfriend all the time because you got a girlfriend now. You know what I'm saying? I think she was so quick to call Clarissa Pap's girlfriend because she found out that they were sleeping on the phone together or whatever, whatever, you know, living like high school kids. That like she literally forced them in a relationship together for real. I don't think it was, you know, like I think that they was possibly working towards that, but Papoose was gonna keep it on the down low as long as he could. You see, like he wasn't ready to put that out there just yet. I mean, it just is what it is. And so now that it's out there like that, they still ain't running and gunning to make nothing happen. It's like, what do they do? You know what I'm saying? What do they do? Clarissa, if you ain't selling that house or renting that house out or living in New York with Papoose, it's just like, you know, it's giving stank behavior. Okay, Miss President Courage, just tell what it is. It's giving y'all aren't that serious, you know? And it just is what it is. I don't, you know, like, I mean, all that long distance stuff, like, man, it's great, right? If you can really deal with it, it's great. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem real to me. It don't. Now, when Clarissa and Papoose like really move in together, then I'll take them serious. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. When they like literally live together, you know what I'm saying? Um, and sleep together every single day. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll take their relationship a little bit more serious. Until then, child, like they dating. You see, it just is what it is. Those people are dating. Um, I know that's right. You better you better represent. But anyway, yeah. I'm like, Miss Preston Curl. See, now you emotional. Now you emotional. You see, now you just a little too emotional. Like, leave that woman alone. Um, you know, and I'll take it a step further. Sometimes you gotta protect your own peace too. You know, it's nothing wrong with telling Papoose, listen, I really don't want to hear about, you know, like I'll help you any way I can, but I really don't want to, you know, because it's causing friction between me and her, and like it's just, you know, it's really not friction between me and her really ain't necessary, you know. At one point, you got to be the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be the bigger person. It is what it is. And so, like, if you ain't doing all of that, then you kind of messy. Yeah, it is what it is. You messy and you with the shits, you know? And it is what it is, but like, don't hide your hand. Like, don't be that girl. Like, you know, and at this point, it's almost like, I'm not going to say bullying, but yeah. Clarissa be at looking like acting and looking like she looking for something, you know, and that's crazy. That's crazy because I started thinking like, how many boxers have we ever saw do this, you know? And that's why I was like, yeah, Clarissa, you emotional. You know, the same emotional female that you tried to call Remy Ma. Yeah, that's you, boo. It is what it is. That's you. Pooh. Okay? Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry, baby. The shoe is fitting, okay? Because I can't think of no other boxer that be doing that type of stuff that you be doing. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. I literally had to sit around and think, and I'm like, how many boxers have I ever saw be messing with somebody? Just straight picking. You see? Um, I don't know none. I don't know none. The only thing I could think about was when T.I. got into it with Mayweather, and hell, he was the one. You see? Mm. Mm. Ah! Shout out to T.I. Remember? Child. Like, that was T.I. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather handled it like a straight professional, you know? Um, Mayweather was like, man, you know what I'm saying? He handled it like a G, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Mayweather, oh God, that's funny. Just even going back down that memory lane is kind of funny too, because oh man, I can't even explain it, y'all. But y'all remember what Mayweather was doing? Remember? Like oh my God, I can't explain it, but he was, remember, he just act like he wanted that tiny baby. Oh, he act like he wanted that tiny. Uh, Shout out to Dwayne. Dwayne Shelton said, I live in Vegas, but from Chicago. Okay, okay. Um, Yeah, that Mayweather baby, he was, remember? Oh Lord. Like he seen Tiny at the BET Awards. Y'all remember Tiny was down there, baby. Tiny down there broke something trying to get away from Mayweather. And he was not like he didn't like you know what I'm saying? He was trying to get her attention, trying to grab her by her arm. He was trying to talk to her. And I want to say that was even after T.I. did everything he did. Like Mayweather didn't care. He didn't care. He didn't care. You know? But I know one thing, he wasn't like calling T.I. out and trying to get T.I. to, you know what I'm saying? Now, today Mayweather might do that though. Cause like now that's what they do. You know, now they like, hey, you know, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? They be getting in the ring sometimes, but for the most part, don't nobody be doing what Clarissa be doing. Like Clarissa, girl, get it together. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody from the army trying to get into it with civilians all the time. Girl, chill out. You see, like, know your place, know your lane, Miss Person Curl. I just feel like if you really, 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 you know what I'm saying, be tripping with Remy Ma like that, girl, throw in them soft ass shoes. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to that, because y'all know them boxes back in the day. Back in the day, they used to wear them real soft shoes. Mm, Remind me of ballet or when the baby first started walking. Girl, throw them walking shoes in, throw them gloves in. You know what I'm saying? To just get out here in the field like a regular civilian. I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, give up boxing. You see? Yeah, Miss Pressure Girl. Because you keep acting like you like, you know? And then she say this ain't her first boyfriend, but girl, clearly this your first celebrity dude, you know, and like it's like, have you ever threatened anybody else, girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? From the past, any of your exes, like, you know, because Clarissa, you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you supposed to be calling everybody out in the boxing world. And that I don't see. Yeah. Yeah, like Gunna said, Miss Spencer Girl. Now that I don't see, because I'm paying attention. It is what it is. I am a sports fan, okay? So I'm waiting on you to call the boxing girls out. You calling everybody out that ain't even a boxer. It's like, girl, is you all right? You see, like for real, is you all right? Cause like, like ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you at all. You know, if you get that work messing with a regular civilian for real. Cause like, man, ain't nobody. You see. And I'll take it a step further. It's this one girl. This one girl. I cannot think of her name. Um, I want to say her last name might be Serrano Shields, but I'm gonna look her up. Her name might be Amanda. I don't know, but like all I know is when it comes to boxing, she be going. You know what I'm saying? She be going, but this is my thing. I think she smile. You know what I'm saying? I think she real smile. It's probably too smile for Clarissa, but like, I don't know. I don't care. She need to get, she to go up. You see, some weight classes so she could fight Clarissa. It just is what it is. Cause Clarissa be bored. Mm, mm. She do. It just is what it is. Clarissa gets bored, okay? While she's sitting around waiting on these fights. And then I take it a step further. She gets frustrated too, you know, that because she didn't decided to get with this man that's still in love with his wife. It just is what it is. That man is still in love with his wife. Um, B said she been trying to call that Layla Ali. I know. I'm getting to that too. We talking about that too. Which I'm here for. Ooh, I'm here for. I want to see them get it on the floor. The only thing that I don't like about that is Layla Ali is old now. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. She's older. She's not. So to me, it reminds me of Jake Paul fighting Tyson. Like, is that really like? I just feel like Shields has a very clear advantage, okay? And the advantage is youth. She has her youth, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care what nobody say. Shit, ask LeBron James. The body. Oh, man, speaking of LeBron James, that man, I'm not ready for LeBron to retire. I hope he's not finna retire just yet. But anyway, let me say this though, LeBron, I don't like what you did. You see, I don't like what you did. Don't do Savannah like that. LeBron talking about Savannah wants him to retire. I'm like, LeBron, don't do Savannah like that. You know, of course she wants you to retire. But like, don't make the fans be on her head about it, you see? Because I could see right now how they could start gunning and running for her, just mad. Like, Savannah, don't do that, you know? Just really, really crazy, crazy upset with this woman, but it is what it is. Of course she ready for you to retire. It is what it is. People be ready for their spouses. Like, they be ready to have their, like, it is what it is, LeBron. Yeah, okay. She tired. She tired. I know she tired. I love to see it. Yeah, I know that's right. If they was in the same age bracket. Mm-hmm. Dwayne said I'm crazy. I mean, is he not tired yet? Uh, yeah, nah, for real, LeBron, right? Yeah. It is what it is. I'm not ready to let LeBron go just yet. But you know, if he wanna go, go. Cause I see what it is. Oh yeah, I see what it is now, Miss Present Girl. I didn't know. You see, now I know. I didn't know that you had the A's out there, and like, cause I wasn't paying attention to anything else like that. I wasn't. Um, I wasn't, you know, but like this year, I finally started paying attention to these younger people, and these younger people is shit. I mean, it is what it is. Like they got these young bodies, these young athletes out there. Okay, so anyway, yeah, but Savannah ain't trying to hear that shit. You see, it just is what it is. Cause at the end of the day, um, ultimately and honestly, I be feeling like, you know, I'm not saying LeBron be cheating, but you know, I'm just saying that they do be saying that he do, right? And like, yeah. You know, most of that goes bye-bye, you know, with the league. So Savannah is like, yeah, you see, baby, she want her husband at home. It just is what it is. She want him at home. Like all of that traveling and it's over. It's just over. You know, it's Savannah eyes. So anyway, but yeah, I mean the body gets old and changes come about. It just is what it is. Like that lady. She's retired. You know, I ain't gonna lie to her. I wouldn't mind see her not come out of retirement to fight Shields though. I am not lying. And she said for the right amount of money she would do it. You know, and Shields told her, "Be careful." You see. Be careful what you ask for, Miss Preston Girl, because you just might get it. Clarissa said, I'm the greatest now. I was here for it. It is what it is. I be here for it, you know. Um, it just remind me of that, like if you gonna talk that talk. That's what she need to be talking it, you know, in her area, you know what I'm saying, in her arena. It's like, girl, leave these people alone that don't box. Like that's weird. She weird. I don't care what nobody say. She is weird to me with that. But I also will say this though too, because I sat around and I thought about it. I think it's part of her. Uh, oh, excuse me, y'all. I think it's part of her marketing. You know what I'm saying? Mm, mm. Which shout out to her. I'm not mad at it. She's using people like Remy Ma them and stuff like that for promo. Remember, because Remy Ma was saying every time this girl got something going on, she bring me up. Um, so there it is. I mean, um, did she lie? I mean, did she lie? I mean, it's given. Clarissa got a fight this month, and it's given. It's definitely given that. At this point, she is. She using Remy Ma and the whole Papoose situation to come up off of. I mean, it just is what it is. Um. Oh, and I'll take it a step further right quick. You know, do y'all know Clarissa was live just recently, and she was saying that like when people be calling Papoose broke, she said she'd be like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? She said, okay. Broke where? You know what I'm saying? Broke where? Because when he with me, I don't have to pay for nothing. I don't have to pay for nothing. Not a nothing. Not a hotel, not a flight, not a purse. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, come on, talk that talk. You see? But then it just fell flat for me because I'm like, well, damn, Clarissa, you didn't say not a mortgage, not a light bill. Like, I, you see? Yeah, I wanted you to beep, 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 make Remy have to feel that, you see? But like, no, nothing. Poor marketing. Argue with you. Yes, 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 yes. I get it. Yeah, I know. But it's keeping her, like in the press. You know how they say, what they be saying? All of it is good. You know what I'm saying? It do seem like all of it is good. But I do agree with you with that. I do agree with you with that. Because he still got a house with his wife. Ah, laugh out loud. Yeah. But I'm just saying, Preston girl, Miss Preston girl, you said that's your man, though. I'm saying she said that's her man. Somebody said because he got other bills. Yeah, you see, I'm sure he do, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's. I mean, depending on how you look at it, but like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? It's the relationship don't just seem that real. You know what I'm saying? It seemed real high school, like real kitty like. And now, ooh, now I see why mm, 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 mm. Hold on. I was gonna tell y'all something. What did Remy Ma say? Um oh, that's what she said. Now I see why Remy Ma was like she was like, the circles that I know that are being ran around there. I bet you. I bet you. She said she already know. Papoose is running circles around that damn girl. And I believe it too, you know, because he but Pap is in his 40s, you know what I'm saying? Pap is he got, you know, a little age on her. I mean, it is what it is. I think Pap is still figuring it out for himself. I think Pap is just started getting, you know, with the idea of like, okay, me and Remy is not getting back together for real. Like, we are not getting back together. You know what I'm saying? Cause truth be told, man, I think Remy Ma could have had Papoose up until a lot of this. I mean, up until a lot of this, for real, for real. Like, is there anybody that probably getting free flights because of who they are? And yeah, exactly. It's like, girl, I was like, okay, yeah, you better pop it. I wanted her to keep like, I wanted her to keep going. Like, I like you see, everything, every time, ever since this man stepped into my life, all I do is win. Like, what do you mean? How do y'all mean? What do y'all mean y'all got him broke? You see, like, I wanted her to pop it, but like, no, she wasn't able to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Which I get it. I get it. I get it. Because she could pop it another way. You know what I'm saying? She's successful. She pay her own bills. But at the same time, okay then. Like, I mean, okay. You see, it's giving it's giving stank. You see, it's giving stank. It's not giving, you know what I'm saying? It's giving early beginning. It's giving early beginning stages. Uh um nah, I mean, I don't know. You know, but it is what it is. She leave Remy alone. I will say that though. Yeah. That Layla Ali, like, that's what you want right there. You see, that's what you want right there. Cause at the end of the day, um, let's be real. Just like women like women in sports don't get paid um as well as men. Let's be real. Women in sports, they do not get paid as well as men. And ultimately, I be feeling like Shields, Layla Ali, all of them, they were underpaid. So like, yeah, come on with it. Come on with it. I would love to see I would absolutely love to see Clarissa and Layla Ali getting the ring for a bag. A real bag. Both of them. They deserve. Uh, Yeah, they are. They are. No, it's been a year. It's been a year because Clarissa was saying something like, well, you might be right. You might be on to something with that. But I do think it's been a year. Uh, well, I don't know. I don't know. You might be right about that. But this is the thing, huh? I think they met last year in August or September. Clarissa definitely be telling us. She be saying, that's the thing. She was around for longer than we knew. You know what I'm saying? She loved to put that out there. She loved to put that out there. But at the end of the day, like, I just stick to boxing. Like, you know, like, a lot of people be saying, They didn't know Clarissa. See, that's what I wanted to tell y'all when y'all was saying like it doesn't necessarily help her brand. See, I get that. But at the end of the day, I feel like people who rocked with Clarissa before all of this still rock with her now. You see? Cause at the end of the day, like I already knew who Clarissa was. Like when people say, I see that all the time, and I be like, oh man, that's unfortunate. You know, that's unfortunate. A lot of people be like, I ain't never seen this girl box. I don't know who this girl is. I only know her from Papoose, and that's crazy to me, y'all. That is crazy to me. The people be saying it, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't. You know, everybody don't watch sports, but like, yeah, that is so crazy to me. But anyway, um, I just be wanting her to, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when she was calling Krishan's sister out, I wasn't really mad at that. You know, like, get your bag. You know, get your bag. Anything boxing related, um, I'm kind of here for. You know, it is what it is. Anything boxing related, I'm kind of here for. Shoot, I wouldn't even be mad if, I don't even think I would be mad at that mad at Clarissa if she started telling Remy Ma to let's get in the ring, for a bag. I really wouldn't be that mad at her. Because at least it's boxing related. It's in her field, you know. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily come off like you just doing too much. Like you tripping with this woman over, At least it feels more like, okay, let's get this money though. Cause I will whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? I am tired of getting into it with you. Like it is what it is. Cause I ain't mad at her for wanna I'm not mad at her for wanting to you know put her hands on Remy. I mean, let's be clear. At the end of the day, she's still human, right, child? And like, like, if me or you get into it with somebody, like, sometimes we be ready to square up. Clarissa can't because she a boxer, like she can't. We know she can't because she a boxer. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. I think people be want her to run and tuck her tail, cause she box. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I don't mind her defending herself. I just don't want her to be picking. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Girl, you look like you picking with this woman. How in the hell? Like, take the what and leave the what? How is you picking with her with behind? Like, girl, last time I checked, that's her man. Like, that is her man. You see? Mm. Like, get you one. You know what I'm saying? Girl, get you one. You don't have to get you one of your own, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, Clarissa, like, she too young to, like, understand marriage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just is what it is. She be loud and wrong. Like, her mama, her aunties, anybody older, you know what I'm saying, need to just sit her down and just tell her, like, listen, when you dealing with a married man, baby, you ain't supposed to be all this, you see, with it. Like I say, then she had the rap battle with Remy. A child, she be rapping sometimes. What she say? I listened to her little freestyle so many times, girl. Listen, I loved it. I hollered. I kind of know it a little bit. What she say? You with a worker, baby. She said, I'm a boss, baby. Clarissa true. But anyway, for the most part, I like her though. I like Shields. I do. I like her. I just think she needs to chill. I think she gotta chill. I do think that, like, a part of me feel like she tearing her brand down a little bit with this Remy Ma Papoose stuff, but not really. Cause we living in some times, y'all. We living in some weird times right now. For real. It just is what it is. You have an older crowd of people, right? Like me, who is like, girl, like, be more private. You know what I'm saying? You too celebratory about messing with a married man. And like, yeah, where I come from, that just ain't that. That ain't that. Um, like let him do what he need to do. You see, like cut ties. Uh I take it a step further. I'm not finna be here, there, everywhere with you on your arm and you still got a wife. Like, let's be real. Like, I'm not. You see? I'm Clarissa Shields. Like, I'm that girl. Like Beyonce said. She said she the Beyonce of boxing. You know? So, like, Beyonce is married, boo boo. You see? The man you always see Beyonce with, he hers. So but then on the other hand, you got Generation Moran, the younger folks who hell, they don't even want to be married. Like they don't want to be married. They don't care nothing about marriage. Um, so they have no respect. You see? They don't have no respect for it. Because they don't even know what it is, what it's about. It ain't even something that they want. You see? Um, so I feel like, we in a weird time. It just is what it is. We in a weird time. It like 20 years ago, she would have absolutely tore her brand down with this shenanigans. But it is what it is. We living in some new times now. We living in some new times. Marriage isn't like as sacred, of a thing like it used to be. Like I mean it really, really used to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's that. But as far as her calling out Layla Ali, I'm here for it. Like I really, really would love to see them get it. Again, like I said though, Shields does have a big, 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 big advantage though. And if I said it, like, if it was one reason why I was like, maybe, nah, I wouldn't necessarily want to see the fight happen, that would be the reason. You know? Um, I'd rather see her get in there with somebody that's closer in age to her. It just is what it is. But, like I was telling y'all, women in sports, they be underpaid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not no more. It's not no more. And it's sad. It's sad. Shoot, I take it a step further. I wonder, is it like, I don't know. I think marriage will always exist though. I do. I do. I just think that the world is like watering down its presence almost. Kind of like I tell y'all with sports. Sports is changing too, and that's scary. That's really a scary thought. Um, for us sports fans, and I would say people in, the sports arena. I mean, it's changing. It is what it is, child. Look at ESPN and all of that stuff is going downhill right now. Child, we only got one commentator really, and that's Stephen A. Smith. you know, I mean, we used to have Kenny, we used to have Shaq. Like I'm like for real, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. Uh, it's changing. It's changing. I say that all the time. I don't know. I feel like they used to control our community a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With like, you can try to go, live a better life. You know what I'm saying? Get your family out the hood. Buy your mama a house. You know what I'm saying? become rich and wealthy through sports, right? But I don't know. I just feel like, excuse me, we don't have that no more. You know, I think that you're gonna always have parents that's into sports, right? Um, but it's not like it used to be, y'all. It's not. I've been paying attention. They've been saying the viewership is down and blah 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 blah. Like sports is changing. So with that being said, though, um, I wouldn't mind seeing these women get their money for real, for real. Because at the end of the day, right? Clarissa Shields, I know Clarissa Shields be saying she rich. You know what I'm saying? She do. She be popping and she say she rich. But at the end of the day, I'm like, how rich, Clarissa? You know, like rich, like you'll never ever have to work again in your life. Rich, like I don't know. You know, I would hope so. You know, I would hope so because she sacrifices a lot. You know, I gotta give it to her, y'all. She damn good at what she do. Period. You know what I'm saying? She really cold. The girl is really good. You know what I'm saying, with her hands. But if you ask me, she underpaid. You know, she underpaid. And I see so many people, so many of them, they be looking like they boxing for a check, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? That's sad to me. It just is what it is. On one hand, I'm like, it's good for them. It's good for them that, like, if they been boxing all their life, they ain't gotta just run up in the water burger, you know, and do no work. You know what I'm saying? They get to run back to what they know. You know what I'm saying? Where they come from, what you know. They know how to go get them a check. But then at the same time, it be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought we was, you know, like for instance, when I seen Wilder fighting just recently, I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Like who? What? Where the hell he come from? You see? Because I thought he was done. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I thought he was done. But that's what they do. It seems like, you know, um, they didn't just make no hell of a fire retirement type of money. You know, it's either that or they didn't manage it well, you know. But however, you know, here they come back out boxing for, you know, a coin, and then they don't even be looking good. Almost like AB, Adrian Bana. Adrian Bana last fight, child, he had me so, oh Lord. I mean, it was all right, but he could have kept it. You see, it is what it is. He could have kept it. If he wasn't gonna come out there and win for real, he could have kept it. Um, but that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, child. That's what they do. That's the type of stuff that they do. And like I said, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really kind of sad because at the end of the day, I don't know. I guess though, I guess they don't be done. They don't be retired or whatever. But yeah, Layla Ali, I wouldn't mind seeing Layla Ali come out there and you know, show her fans a little something. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You know, because I done seen a lot of disappointing fights. You know what I'm saying? From Clarissa, if I'm being real. Like I be wanting to see somebody get in there with her, and I only seen one woman do that. I'm gonna have to look up the lady name. She a black lady, and like yeah, you know what I'm saying. Um, she gave Clarissa a nice little run. Now hold on. I take that back. Because I have seen some YT girls do really good with Clarissa too. But like, nah. You know, other than that, she kind of be running. She be running shit. You know what I'm saying? She do. She be running shit. So like, I wouldn't mind her. Cause one thing about Layla Ali, I feel like she gonna have a lot of respect for Layla Ali. You know, um, it's almost like, how can I put it? Let me just put it like this. Like, let's say Clarissa's skill level, let's say the highest skill level in boxing is a 10. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I feel like Clarissa is at a 10. It just is what it is. She there. You know what I'm saying? She got it. So with that being said, I feel like throughout her whole career though, she be boxing people that's at a 7. You know, like even the lady that I felt gave her a good go. The lady that I felt like gave Clarissa a good go, she wasn't even on Carissa's level to me like that. She probably was like a 8. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a 8, a solid 8.5. But like, there's a difference. Like even when Clarissa went to heavyweight, right? The girl she fought, I was like, child. I said, no. I said, now take the what and leave the. I was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Danielle, girl. I hope you take some of that money, you see, and put it back into your career. It just is what it is. Like, I was disappointed in the girl that Clarissa fought. Um, Now again, if Clarissa's skill set is at a 10, the highest you can get in boxing, I would say Danielle's was like at a 3 or a 4. Mm, mm. That lady didn't even possess half the skills that Clarissa got. Yeah. Yeah. Like Gunna said, she was with the wrong one. It just is what it is. She had ran up in there, okay, on the wrong one. Wrong one, wrong day. And I kept telling myself that. I was like, to me, Clarissa took that fight because to me, she knew she was gonna whoop that woman. It just is what it is. She knew she was gonna whoop that woman. That lady didn't have enough skills for Clarissa. She hadn't had enough training for Clarissa. Um, and I feel like a lot of women boxers, that's what it be, right? That's what it be. So when it comes to Layla Ali, though, I feel like Layla Ali is at a 10 with Clarissa too, though. You see? And I don't think it's a lot of them like that. Let's be real. I don't think a lot of them are at a skill level 10. You see? Skill set. Um, So that's why it would be interesting to see her and Layla Ali just keeping it all the way real. You know, because Layla Ali is on her level. I mean, it is what it is. You know how the song say, get on my level. I get on my level. Yeah, you see? Uh, Absolutely. Yeah, I said, what? You said, what? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no the ancestor but somebody, right? Because Layla Ali comes from greatness. You know what I'm saying? She come out the nut sack of her daddy, right? Okay. So shout out to that. She come from greatness, right? And then money. You know what I'm saying? And you put that, mix that with the right training, folks. She up there. You see, it just is what it is. She up there. She up the par. Now these other people, though, because see, one thing about Clarissa Shields is a damn good boxer, right? She's a damn good boxer. On top of she be having damn good training. I feel like it just is what it is. Remind you, I feel like she be in a better position than a lot of her opponents financially. You heard what I said? You heard me, Miss Pressa Curl? Financially. Just like the last girl she fought. Danielle. I feel like Danielle could have did better than Clarissa if Danielle had a better training camp. Danielle was broke. Danielle was poor. And it was evident. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a lot of Clarissa's opponents. Shoot, if she get an opponent that got a little money for some little training, then she'll have to get in there and do some more work. You know, it just is what it is. Yes, Miss Preston Curl. She'll just have to put my work in. Let me tell you something. Clarissa Shields, she thrives the way she does, right? Because it's a lot of undertrained women in her field. I don't care what nobody say. It just is what it is. Like that girl she just fought. That girl she just fought. That girl she just fought. If Remy Ma would have gave that girl a little bit of money towards her training camp, not just Remy Ma, I mean Layla Ali, you know, anybody. I mean anybody that don't really like Clarissa Shields, that's all you had to do. You see, that's just all you had to do. You just had to donate something to her camp. I don't care what it is. Hey, but you might maybe, right? Maybe you don't want to donate money. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe you feel like you don't know enough, right? You like, nah, Miss Preston Curl, because I'm not gonna give you no money and you go spend it on, your rent. You know what I'm saying? Before I know it, you done paid your rent up for a year with what I gave you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. See, okay, like, let me send you to mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna send you to training camp with Bo Mac. You know what I'm saying? Bo Mac and Terrence Crawford them for a little while. Or I'm gonna send you to training camp with Tank. You know what I'm saying? Cause Tank and Clarissa, they be getting into it. You know, they don't necessarily fool with each other that much like that. And I'm talking about Javante. Javante and Clarissa, I think they don't really like each other like that. They used to, but I think they be tripping a little bit now. Anyway, with that being said though, let somebody would have had sent Danielle Perkins to go train with Javante Davis. You see, like how Adrian Bonner was doing, because Adrian Bonner, you know what I'm saying, he lost that fight, but he did, he did all right. I give him that. He did all right. But at the same time, I think Adrian just don't take boxing that serious no more. He don't. He come out when he need a check. Another Manny Pacquiao, if you ask me. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, yeah. I feel like Clarissa Shields has thrived. I think she good. It is what it is. The girl is good. But I also think that I'm not sure if the other women train as hard as her. I'm not sure if the other women have um the funds to train as hard as her. you know, because sometimes in the boxing world, y'all, it be levels to it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people can only get you as far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain it, but I just feel like some of these camps are better than others. It just is what it is. Like for instance, this is a good example right here. in my hearts of my hearts, I feel like Clarissa probably be thinking that like her training camp out the rip is better than a lot of her opponents. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? She be feeling like when she doing her training, she be feeling like I know damn well she ain't over there doing none of this. You see, but let her end up taking a fight with Layla Ali. I bet you she be somewhere training her butt off and getting more training on top of what she got. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, Clarissa gonna know for sure Layla Ali training somewhere getting with hers. She gonna feel like Layla Ali is somewhere spending way more on her training than she probably ever has. You know? Um I mean, it just is what it is. I think all of that comes to play. All of that's gonna come into play. I don't care how good you are. Sometimes if you run into somebody that just got a better trainer than you know, um, then it might all fall down. You know what I'm saying? It just might all fall down right there. Like Selena Johnson said, it just is what it is because I feel like all of that comes into play. Okay. It is what it is. All of that comes into play. Y'all know what? And shout out to Shakur. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson who won that fight, y'all. But yeah, before I get into that though, I'ma switch gears a little bit. I am finna switch gears just a little bit. Not too long though, but like yeah, I just gotta say, um, while we talking boxing and we know Tank got a fight coming up, and I am a huge Javante fan, but it is what it is. Some stuff I want to touch on with y'all, my audience. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Um, yeah. As far as Clarissa and Layla Lee goes, I want to see them get it. It is what it is. I want to see them get it. Like I was telling y'all, Clarissa, I don't know. She talk like she kinda, ready to be done a little bit. It just is what it is. She looking for fights before she get up out of there. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like, like she like a little shark in water. You know what I'm saying? She get bored, you know what I'm saying? She just going in circles. Waiting on Papoose to sign the papers, you see. Or Remy Ma, because Papoose and I already signed them, you know what I'm saying? So now Clarissa is probably getting annoyed, trying to figure out what's taking so long. It is what it is. And as she loses her patience, you know, she swimming these waters, you know what I'm saying, trying to get these girls to come out and party with her a little bit, She's trying to get all the money she can, you know what I'm saying, before she decides to sit down and try to get pregnant by this woman's husband, you see. Um, mm, mm. And I know she hoping that they'll be divorced by then, but it just is what it is, y'all. So again, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I want to see. I want to see that happen. The only thing that will make me not want. I wouldn't be mad at not seeing it is the age gap. You know what I'm saying? The age gap, the age difference. Okay, but anyway, yeah. As far as Clarissa Shields goes, though, she's messy and emotional. Okay, just like she tried to call Remy Ma. Yeah, you coming out as messy, girl. It is what it is, messy and emotional by telling, just speaking on Remy Ma and her business and what she got going on. Like, leave that alone, okay? Like, leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You've been making money all up until this point, like you see. Uh, so now that's just that. And so now switching gears on the men, onto the men boxing and what I think about that. Child, listen, y'all. I think something is going on with Tank as far as I think he trying to find a new. Hold on. First of all, congratulations to Shakur. Okay, who won his boxing match? And let me tell you something. I ain't never really watched Shakur fight like that. I have not. I have not. I never see Shakur fights. You know, I always see him just bumping, talking ish, and I'm like, but who have you fought? You know what I'm saying? Who have you filed, Miss Pressure Girl? Because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you need to get it on the flow. You know what I'm saying? You can't be just calling out people. Like, I don't like that. I don't like how they be just calling out people and then we ain't never seen nobody. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, with Shakur. Shakur, you ain't found Ryan yet. Go fight Ryan. You see? Like, go fight Ryan. Go fight Ryan. Go fight Ryan. Go fight Ryan. He need a new fight. Matter of fact, he lost, right? Didn't Ryan lose his last fight? You see? Cause yeah, I'm one of the ones that you see, I am one of the ones. Like, I knew, okay? See, I knew something was going on with Ryan. Just like Devin Haney knew, I knew too. See, that was one of my first Haney fights. Like, that was one of my first times seeing Haney fight. And I was like, well, dang, you know, he is better than I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out to that. I said, okay. You know, Haney can fight. Haney is way better than I thought he was. Okay. Even though he was getting knocked all around that ring when he fought Ryan, it just didn't seem. I can't explain it, but like, I was like, first of all, because Ryan couldn't get him out his face. It don't matter how many times you knocked him out, knocked him down. He couldn't knock him out. You see what I'm saying? Um. So I was impressed with how much. I was impressed with how many times he got up. And I don't care what nobody say. That Haney looked so confused to me. He looked very confused. And after the results came out that Ryan had cheated, I was like, well, that's why. That's why. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't understand what was going on in that ring. You know, it is what it is. And I'm like, you was on something, and you still couldn't whoop his ass like you wanted to. Like, that's how I felt about it. It is what it is. Give him another. I feel like give him another chance and he gonna wear Ryan ass out. Yeah, like an outfit. It just is what it is. I'm waiting on that. Shout out to that. Go on, put your tuxedo on, honey. Yeah, cause he gonna wear that ass out when he get the opportunity to again. Oh yeah, it is what it is. So shout out to that. But like, oh yes, Miss Pressure Girl, I want to see them shoot the fair one. It is what it is. Yes, 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 Ryan. Come on. Come on. But anyway, I be feeling like it's levels to it, and they just be getting straight to Tank, and like that ain't supposed to go like that. So I mean, you supposed to have to whoop everybody that Tank then whooped already. Yeah, follow it all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. You see, you supposed to have to fight Cruz, um, Frank. Where's Frank? Frank, it's time for you to get back in the ring. Um, Lamont Road should have even had to fight Frank. Now, I think he could whoop Frank, but it don't matter. He still should have had to fight Frank before he got the Tank. Okay. Um. Now, as far as Tank goes, I think Tank can whoop Lamont. It just is what it is. I know Tank can whoop Lamont. It's just about, is he gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? How? How? And is he? You know? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. I kept saying it. I kept saying it. I kept saying it. I said something is going on with Tank. I kept saying that when Tank fought Lamont last time. I said it. And y'all know I think I figured out what's going on with Tank. I mean, I knew it then though. I was saying it then. This is what's going on with Tank. Listen, I had pieces of the story, if that makes sense. Like now I feel like I got it all. Not all of it, that's a lie. Because I also think the Tank is going through something outside of boxing, if that makes sense. So I feel like he's going through something personally. You know what I'm saying? Or it could just be all work. You know, it could be all work. Because y'all know he come out every now and then and he be complaining and he be saying, you know what I'm saying, he gonna quit boxing and blah, 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 blah. So I think it's work related. But anyway, outside of that though, um, cause y'all remember when he fought Lamont, I don't even think he had his trainer Curtis. Like I think something was going on with his team. I think he was making changes to his team around that time. But like why? You know, like why? So anyway, there's Trouble in Paradise. And then this is what I kept saying when he fought Lamont. I was like, something is going on with Tank. He fought a different, that was a different Tank. We ain't never seen Tank fight like that. You know what I'm saying? I said, we never seen Tank fight like that. He fought different. He fought a different fight. I was like, maybe he was fighting Lamont fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he fought Lamont fight. Or maybe, you know how Lamont, you know how some fighters be like, if you don't do such and such and such and such, I'm going to whoop your butt. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what it was. You know how they tell them, stay in the middle of the ring. Maybe if you don't run from me. Maybe if you don't, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, he probably let Lamont get in his head some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't look like Javante Davis. You know what I'm saying? He looked different. It is what it is. He looked different. Um, hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Uh, my stomach just growled. But anyway, he did not look like himself, y'all. Right? And so now, today, I'm saying this is the new stuff that I'm saying because I said that when he filed a month, but now the new stuff I didn't put, like I said, remember I said I got me another piece to the puzzle. I feel like okay, Tank is getting into it with Floyd. He into it with Mayweather. Him and Mayweather are not getting along right now. So a lot of Tank's skills and stuff like that though, I feel like came from Mayweather though. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. Like a lot of stuff that he do in the ring, right? I feel like he learned from Floyd, right? So I think that's where the problem lies, y'all. Mm-hmm. I think that's where the problem lies right there. And I brought up Shakur because I noticed that Shakur was doing that shoulder roll. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not a lot of people in boxing that know the shoulder roll, y'all. Shakur was doing it. He know it. He now I can honestly say he know it, but he don't know how to do it like Mayweather. He don't know how to do it like Tank. Ryan know it too. Ryan and Shakur, they down there look alike when they do it. They don't know it that good. It just is what it is. Uh, I mean, it is what it is. That's her husband though. Mm, mm. Oh, shout out to you for jumping in my comments. I appreciate that. If she is mad at Papoose for moving on, I mean, that's her husband to be mad at. It is what it is, you know? But yeah. Anyway, like I was telling y'all about Tank though. I honestly, y'all, I feel like Tank is trying to change his style of boxing, okay? Because he into it with Mayweather in my heart to our hearts. And I feel like he not comfortable with whatever he, you know? It is what it is. And my heart's of our hearts. Lisa said, I don't know if she mad. I appreciate you. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate you for jumping in my comments with that one. Yeah, I don't know. Truth be told, I don't know. She might not care. She might not care. She might not care. But at the same time, though, I can honestly say, though, you think you don't care about something until you present it with that, right? So I feel like Remy Ma ain't gonna really start feeling a until Papoose start doing stuff that make her feel a ways. Does that make her sense? Does that make sense? Like right now, Remy Ma has still been Remy Ma has still been catered to. You know what I'm saying? In a way, if you ask me. Cause like I said, what has Papoose did to make Clarissa like, you know, like feel secure and Remy feel like I'm done. Like you tell your draws with me. Like I'm finna move on and I'm finna be everything good that you had in me, I'm finna go give it to somebody else now. He don't come off like that. He ain't about what Clarissa, he bought you a bag. He bought you a bag. Whoop-de-doo. Now tell him to buy you a spot in New York or Jersey where him and the Golden Child stay. How about that? Tell him to buy you a spot where him and the Golden Child stay. And then you see, okay. Then I'd be like, okay, that's his girlfriend for real. Okay. But anyway, other than that, it's really coming off like a stank. Okay, it's coming off like that's your stank, Clarissa. You his stank. But anyway, as far as Javante goes, though, I think Javante is mad at Floyd. It is what it is. He beefing with Floyd, so I feel like he trying to shed his normal Tank Davis, you know, what we used to seeing from him. And like, I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. Who cares? Who cares? I be doing the Mayweather out in the fucking ring. It is what it is. Like I'm that. You see, I'm that. I'm that now. You know what I'm saying? I'll be adding shit to it. You see? You know what I'm saying? I'ma remix it. You know, but I'm not finna quit doing it. It is what it is. I'm not finna quit doing it because we into it. Um, yeah, because that's what you want. At the end of the day, that's what you want, and I be damn. I'm not finna give it to you. You see, like I've been winning. I've been winning with this. I'm gonna keep winning with this. It just is what it is. Mm, mm. You know, if I'm Tank, it just is what it is. Sure. Um. So yeah, that's how I feel about it, child. In my hearts of our hearts, I feel like that's what Tank going through right now. Um. I feel like if he go back to the old Tank, you know what I'm saying, the way he fight before he fought his last fight, he gonna win. You see, it just is what it is. I think he was trying to win with some new shit, and it's just like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like cooking around the holiday times. That's just not the time to experiment with your recipe. You see? Yeah, like I mean, come on now. We've been eating it up. Like it's been working. Mm, mm. It's been working. You see, like I just okay. So like that's how I feel about Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank, listen, I don't know, you know, other than that, as far as him and the girl goes, I don't know what's going on with them. You know, I don't know what's going on with them. Um, but I will say he need to get his head in the game. He need to definitely, you know what I'm saying? Keep his hands to himself. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. It's not that serious. You know, you can only control yourself. You can't control nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, that's what Tank issue is. He be trying to control them girls. Like, man, let that girl do whatever it is she gonna do. You know? Um, like I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's either your career or getting into it with your baby mama. I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like he just stay far, far, far away from that last baby mama. Okay. Mm, mm. Yeah, it just is what it is. Mm. I don't know who need to hear this, but Tank, don't put yourself in that position. Like, just don't even put yourself in a position. Uh, Tank need to be sending somebody to go get them kids. Okay, it is what it is. So anyway, y'all jump in my comments and let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying about Tank and Lamont Roach fight coming up. You see. But yeah, he got me a little nervous. He got me a little worried. It is what it is. It ain't a doubt in my mind that Tank can win. You know what I'm saying? Against Lamont. It's not no doubt in my mind. Especially if Lamont try to come with the same stuff he tried to come with. Lamont, you're gonna have to come with more than that. Okay, if you didn't know, then if you don't know, now you know. You see, like Biggie said. And that's the truth. Because one thing about it, when you fighting Gervonta Davis, you're going to have to do a little bit more than just whoop him on the scorecards, or they not going to let you whoop him. Okay? So shout out to that. They just I just yeah. You know, and shout out to sports too for having their people back like that. They be having their people back like that. Clarissa is the same way. So shout out to that. Now I don't know if she get in there with Layla Ali. I don't know. But I feel like Clarissa is that girl. You see, it is what it is. So that means Layla Ali gonna have to do way more than just, scorecards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them something. You gotta give them something that they can work with. Like a knockout or y'all know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta be when a person is like that. I can't explain it, but like, you know how it is. In boxing, there's usually an underdog. You know what I'm saying? The underdog got to do the most. It just is what it is because they be having the main person. You know what I'm saying? The main person. Boxing be having they back. You know, it just is what it is to the point where you be having to do the most to win. So Lamont know that now. I feel like he know that now. Like he not gonna be able to get a W against Tank doing what he do, like how he was able to get it in his other fights. It just is what it is. He got to do more. Okay, he got to do more, baby. He gonna have to do more. Okay. And so like I feel like that's hard to do. You know, that's hard to do when you got Tank in your face. Like I do not like how Lamont tried to downplay Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank ain't no, like, listen. But that's one thing about being like, I'm not gonna say the face of boxing, but Tank is the face of boxing. Like he is. It's him, it's Canelo. You know? And then there's a couple of others, that you could think of. You probably could think of Crawford and Clarissa and people like that, right? It just is what it is. At the top of their game. You not finna listen. One thing about it, when you fight somebody that's the face of boxing or somebody that's at the top of their game, one thing you know, two things for sure, it is not gonna be no easy win. You see? Yeah, shout out to that. It is not gonna be no easy win. You might get it, but you're gonna have to do some motherfucking work. You see? So shout out to that. Now I love the fact that I love the fact that boxing be having, you know what I'm saying? I feel like boxing be having their boxers back, when it comes to stuff like that. It is what it is. They be like, listen, when you come up in here, this his house. You see? He run shit. Like, you finna have to drop him. You know what I'm saying? Knock him out. Oh yeah, they be like, knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. You see, it is what it is. Or, you know, like I mean, you really, you got to whoop their ass. It just is what it is. You got to put something on them, baby. That Pepto can't even solve. And with that being said, Lamar just didn't do it last time. He just did not do it last time. Hey, Wade, shout out to Wade Walker for jumping in my comments, who agrees and says that Clarissa is messy, very messy. She is. It's crazy too. Uh, I know that's right. Shout out to St. Louis. Hey. Are you a Sexy Red fan? Which one, Carl? Sexy Red or Nelly? Let me know. But no. It ain't gonna be no easy win. So, you know, we got that. You know what I'm saying? We got that covered. But I gotta keep it real though. I do think Roach is a hell of an opponent. Okay, he just is. He was a hell of an opponent. So shout out to that. Um, but I feel like if Javante fight him the way he fought, not the way he fought him last time. No, because that wasn't a Tank Davis fight. That was some new shit he was trying out. I was about go back to the way you would Rolly ass. Go back to the way you would Cruz ass. Go back to the way you put something on Rod Garcia ass. You see? And we gonna be all right. Shout out to that. I said we just gonna be just fine. Yeah, I said we just gonna be just fine. Period, child. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want the truth? Ha! Shout out to that. Y'all know y'all gonna have to be able to handle it over here with me. Ha! Cause period, y'all know I'm gonna give it to y'all. Period. You want the truth? Baby. It's coming. Okay? It is what it is. It's coming. Like now, you know, like that. Listen, that Tank. Listen, you see, y'all heard I said. I said the same Tank that whooped Rolly, Ryan, Cruz. Who else? You see, all of them. Line it up. That one gets busy. You see, yeah, that one hard to whoop. Okay. So like we like boxing fans worldwide, Tank Davis. You hear this? You hear this, Tank Davis? Listen, your fans, we looking for you. Okay? It is what it is. We need the real Tank Davis to please stand up. You see, and come on out there and put on the Tank Davis performance like we used to. It just is what it is, Tank. We don't want to. You see, mm, mm. Like if you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, like kind of like I just told Tank, I don't run nothing. Yeah, I mean, I run all of this, but I can't run Tank. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. If he got his heart set on that he coming with a new something and he want to whoop his next opponent with his new, you know what I'm saying, game he got on him, then it is what it is. If his heart's of our hearts, if he just convinced with being different and having something different, like 2 Chainz said. But let me tell you something. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Your fans want what what you been giving. You know what you been giving. Like don't stop now. You know it is what it is. Like now is not the time. Yeah, shout out to that. Like don't experiment now. Like it is what it is. Like we didn't like the draw. We didn't like to hear people talking ish. You know what I'm saying? Just whoop his ass and then go back to something different. Yeah, shout out to that. I mean, if you just must, if you just got to, but I don't know. Like stick to the recipe. You know, it is what it is. It's been working all this time. That's just how I feel about it, child. But anyway, As far as Clarissa Shields go, dog, Clarissa, what you did, girl, what you did and said was messy. You see, it is what it is. You listen, listen. You was getting a bag before you started effing on Papoose, right? You was getting a bag. So you don't need this, right? You don't need to be messy. You don't need the drama, right? To sell tickets. Same thing with Remy Ma. Remy Ma been getting a bag. She gonna get a bag after you. See, you see. So like, yeah, quit being messy, Miss Pressure Curl. Just is what it is. She in that thing. Mm, mm. She in that thing, and I'm sure it won't be the last fight that she comes to. So I mean, it is what it is, child. Like, girl, love yourself. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you love yourself, like, it shows. Yeah. Shout out to that. It shows, baby. So anyway, yes, child, stop, please. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no business beefing with this woman for nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? If anything, your beef should be with Papoose. Shoot. Not really like, yeah, because Papoose playing games, Clarissa. You want the truth, you gonna have to be able to handle it over here. He is playing games. The next time you go to talk about everything he paying for, I'm gonna need you to throw the bills in there. Yeah, like what's Scott said, throw some D's on it. Yeah, please do. Dress it up. Shit, make it sound good. So anyway, but yes, Pooper Stars, I'm coming back. I'll see y'all in a little bit, but I gotta go get my day started. Okay, shout out to that. Give me something to eat because my stomach been growling, baby. It's been talking to y'all. My stomach been talking that talk. You see, same, just like me. I've been talking and it's been talking too. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here on that note, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all. We got so much to discuss later on. I'll be back. Bye.